What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another Read Aloud by Coach T. Today, I will be reading Part 1, Show Me History, Martin Luther King Jr., The Voice for Equality, by James Buckley Jr. and Unique Studios. I'm Libby. You might know me as Lady Liberty, the statue that stands in New York City's harbor. I'll be one of your guides as we show you history. And I'm Sam. I might not look old enough, but soon I'll be Uncle Sam, a living symbol of the United States. Sam, have you ever had a dream? Sure, I have them all the time. Have any of your dreams changed history? Well, not yet, though most of the dreams involve spaceships and time travel, so you never know. Well, we're going to meet a man whose dreams inspired the world. That would be a dream come true. Martin Luther King Jr. used a powerful weapon to fight the forces of racism and poverty: words. In a time when many people were angry, he preached love and patience. His powerful words, forceful leadership, and personal courage helped change America. Well, he's got the process started. We still have a long way to go. But thanks to Dr. King, we are moving forward to make his dreams come true. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. As we go along, if you see a letter that Dr. King wrote, those are his real words. And a yellow balloon highlights what people actually said. Nonviolence is the answer to the crucial political and moral questions of our time. Everything else is based on what we know about Dr. King's life. Enough chit-chat. Let's get started. In D.C., August 28th, 1963. What a day this was. What's happening? Looks pretty crowded. Martin Luther King Jr. is going to give a speech. He was pretty good at speeches, right? Oh, Sam. He was so much more than that. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. When we will allow freedom to ring, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children will be able to join hands in singing the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. Wow, did the dream come true? Lead on, Libby. Yeah, wow. I think we're all still working on that. Let's look at how he became the man who dreamed that dream. I'm still tingling. Those were very impressive words. What inspired him to say them? 1929. From a young age, Martin Luther King Jr. knew that something was wrong with America, and he worked his whole life to make it better. Little Mike is growing up so fast. He's going to do great things one day. Time out. Why did she call him Little Mike? So why Martin? What? Little known fact. The man we know as Martin Luther King Jr. was born Michael King Jr. on January 15th, 1929. Cool story. Let's let Dr. King Sr. tell it. Alberta, I'm back. What a trip. And I've got some news. Welcome home, Mike. What's the big news? My name's not Mike anymore, and neither is Little Mike's. On my trip to Europe, I was inspired by the work of a great man from the 1500s. He helped me change the way people see God. From now on, our names will have his. We are now Martin Luther King Sr. and Jr. Martin Sr. was the pastor of a church in Atlanta, Georgia. He was an important leader in the community. He rallied his people to march and protest against laws that kept black and white people separate. So, that's who inspired MLK Jr.? He sure did. MLK Jr. actually had 2 great role models. Why can't I play with my best friend anymore? Well, that boy's white, and his parents don't want him playing with a black child. That's not right, Mama. He's my friend. No, it's not right. But remember this. No matter what anybody else says, you are as good as anybody else. Racist attitudes were all around Martin. Even when out with his dad, he could not escape the hate. You can't sit there. The Negro section is in the back. These seats are just fine. We won't help you if you sit there. Then we will not give you our business. I don't care how long I have to live with this system. I will never accept it. What system is he talking about? Believe it or not, there were laws in parts of the United States that created two worlds, one for white people and another for black people. It was real, and it was indeed not right. That is just so sad and so wrong. That does not sound right. The really sad part is that it was all legal. They were called Jim Crow laws. Martin Luther King Jr. grew up under those laws. They shaped the man he became. Young Martin was so smart. He skipped 2 grades. He was only 13 when he started high school. He had a love for words and excelled in reading and debating. Our next entry in this contest is Martin Luther King Jr. His speech is called "The Negro and the Constitution." We cannot have a nation orderly and sound with one group so ground down. We cannot be truly Christian people so as long as we flaunt the essential teachings of Jesus, brotherly love, and the golden rule. Congratulations, Mr. King. That was a wonderful speech. You're our winner today. I won, Miss Bradley. I won. I'm so proud of you, Martin. Hey, you two, move to the back. I'm tired of this. This is not right. I've never been so angry in my life. Stay tuned for this graphic reading novel series that embodies the life of Martin Luther King Jr. The end.